Joey Logano and Micheal McDowell have a difference of opinion. Kaulig announces the driver of the 31. Trackhouse and SVG make it official, and some other silly season news. Let's get into it. Coming up next. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing good today. All right, let's jump into Joey Logano versus Micheal McDowell real quick. Here's what Joey Logano had to say about it via Sirius XM satellite radio.
Go with it. Go for it. I just think it presents more strategy options. Like, he looked at Watkins Glen and it's like, well, here's a strategy, and this is what we're going to do. And there's hardly any cautions anymore. And so it turns into you gotta hate me for this. It turns into an F1 race. Just not good enough. And shoot, there's some cautions in the dang thing. Like, reset them, re-rack them, let's go again. You know, right now, like, the way it was, you have a mistake on pit road or as a race car driver, there's zero chance of recovery. Zero. Without a caution. And I know it's a race and you're supposed to be perfect and all that. Yeah. But let's just think about the entertainment factor of this whole thing a little bit too. Okay, like if we all know the caution's going to be there, it's not manufactured, right? It's not like, oh, it's a gimmick race. No, that's not the case at all. Like, we know it's going to be there. We can race around that. A gimmick caution would be a caution for some mysterious piece of debris that's not actually there. That's gimmicky. Adding stage cautions is, we know exactly what lap they're going to be on. We know what kind of points are scored, and we can decide whether we want to take those stage points or we want to flip it and try to keep us in position to try to win the race. And it re-racks them to where you have cars all close together again, and there's just a lot more storylines and a lot more to talk about. I think it's a no-brainer. My opinion is to put it back. I was glad to hear it. I wasn't a fan of it when they took them away in the first place, and I'm glad we put him back. I think it's going to be just fine.
So you see there in that clip that he basically was saying he thinks it's going to be better because it's going to be more entertaining, and it's going to give him more opportunities to get spots and things like that. He thinks it's just going to make the race more entertaining. He doesn't think a 5-second lead or anything like that is entertaining for the fans. So he and NASCAR essentially are making the argument that the fans want stage breaks or stage cautions for the stage breaks. But Micheal McDowell had a different opinion. Under the comments of that particular video, Micheal McDowell said some like it because it gives them an opportunity to make something happen on a restart, like stuffing it 5 wide bumper car style. It also erases the time gap lost on track due to a lack of actual speed. It gives the guys who can't run up front all day a shot at it. Indoor karting is entertaining too. Entertainment is subjective, so I'm good if the fans want it, but is it what the fans really want? So there you go. Micheal McDowell had a very different take on it, and I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I actually agree with Micheal McDowell. I think the stage breaks do bail out teams that are having a rough day, that didn't hit the setup off the start. It gives them opportunities to get finishing positions that they didn't necessarily earn on the track. It basically gives you 3 resets or 2 resets, and then the third one, of course, being the actual race to the finish. So it more or less just bails out teams, and I have to agree with Micheal McDowell here. I don't think that the fans actually wanted this. I think this is driven by TV. I think Joey Logano likes it because he's one of those guys that likes to tune on a car. So it gives him 2 built-in opportunities to work on his car and stuff like that. So it's going to benefit some drivers. It's going to hurt some drivers. I think from Micheal McDowell's perspective, it is going to hurt the smaller teams, because if a smaller team comes out and hits the setup, that is a rare advantage it has over some of these bigger teams. So I see it from both sides, but in this particular scenario, I'm going to say I have to agree with Micheal McDowell. All right, so you see that there. Trackhouse has signed SVG Shane Van Gisbergen, or Gizzy, whatever you would like to call him. He is going to be on a deal with them where he's going to run some cup races. He's going to run some Xfinity. He's going to run some trucks. He is going to run some late model stock cars. So it's going to be exciting to see how he picks up the circle track side of the racing deal. Obviously, he's already good at the road course racing and the street course racing via the Chicago win. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does going forward. All right, now on to some more signings. Kaulig has announced the driver of the 31 car, and it's Daniel Hemric. A lot of people were speculating on that when they did the handshake deal. The arm was basically analyzed, where the freckle was at, whose arm hair is this. But it turns out to be, it is Daniel Hemric. Some people were underwhelmed with this decision. But we know going forward, Hemric will be in the 31. So it begs the question, who will replace Hemric over on the Xfinity side of things for Kaulig? And all kinds of names can get thrown around, so I'll let you guys do that down in the comments section. Will it be somebody like, I don't know, Carson Hocevar or somebody like that? Will it be somebody most people are not thinking about, like Lane Riggs? I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comments section. Speaking of Xfinity, Brandon Jones has re-signed with Junior Motorsports, so he will be back in that 9 car next season. Sam Mayer signed previous to that, and we know probably Justin Allgaier is going to be back as well. So the only question remains is who is going to go in the 8 car? Will it be Carson Voppel? Will it be somebody else that we're not thinking about? So that is another silly season question. But there are still 2 big silly season questions that remain to be answered. And one is, where is Zane Smith going to go? A lot of people are still speculating as to where Zane Smith is going to go. Is he going to go to SHR? Where is he going to land? So that is the big silly season question now that we're waiting on answering. And some other big, huge rumors that jumped out yesterday also, where LiveFast is thinking about selling its charter, and just name the Cup team that doesn't already have 4, because literally all of them seem to be in the race to purchase that LiveFast charter. I'm not going to go down the list because, you know, it could be anybody, but I would be interested to see who you think it's going to be down in the description. A lot of people are speculating Roush because they have the relationship with Roush this year. Could it be RCR? Is that going to be where they put a driver? Could it be Spire? Spire's been in the mentionings for it. So it could literally be anybody, because just about every team that doesn't have 4 is looking to expand and get another charter. So it's going to be interesting to track and see where it goes. Is Dale Jr. going to buy it? There you go. I had to say that, throw that in there as well. All right, that's all I got for you on this one. If you made it this far, feel free to subscribe down below. Would love to have your subscription. If you're already subscribed, you know I appreciate all of you as well. If you've got a question or comment, leave it down in the comment section. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. If you want to help out the channel by visiting the merch store, the link is in the description. And I won't be able to do a live stream most likely tomorrow because I'll be at Orange County doing the race. And then tonight, if you're going to Ace Speedway, look for me there. I'll be up there filming at Ace Speedway. And yeah, that's about it. Other than that, thanks for your time. Peace.